Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session, children. Yesterday there was a technical problem, children. So I am repeating the same class today. We were discussing under the religion and society during the early times. What is that? That will never perish. Perish in the sense that which never destructs, that which cannot be destructible and which cannot be disappeared from the world. That is called as which never perishes. So in those days, many people went into the forest. I am talking about early times. Early times in the sense olden days. Many people went into the forest and they used to live in ashramam. Ashramam. You remember about ashramam? Okay. Ashramam. In forest they used to establish this ashramam and they used to live there itself along with their disciples. Disciples means shishya, their followers. In these ashramams, they meditated and pondered over, they tried to find answers for several questions. What kind of questions, children? Is it our question answers from our textbook they tried to find out? No. They were trying to find out answers for the eternal life. What happens to the body or to the life after the death? They wanted to find answer. So what is that? That is instigating or which is pricking the human body with sorrow. So why people weep when their closed ones leave them? So for such kind of questions they were trying to find answer. So they also had discussions with people who came to visit them and also shared their teachings also with them. So people who lived in ashrams, they are generally called as rishis or munis. They are called as sages. So the people who live in these ashrams, they are called as rishis, okay, or munis, okay. And there are many big sages, okay, in India. Agastya Muni, Vishwamitra. So these kind of ashramams had given birth to such kind of rishis and munis where they tried to find answers for the eternal questions, mortal. So several kings were also in the forefront of this kind of thinking. They used to visit the ashrams and they used to take the knowledge from these munis. The view of these rishis and kings can be read in the text called as Upanishads. In Upanishads, what kind of writings they have made were their thinking through which we can understand. And the famous rishis of those times, if you see, like Yajnavalkya and Uddalaka Aruni are the famous rishis of this time who shared their thinking through the Upanishads. And these rishis were in search of something which would neither die nor afflicted by sorrow. They were in search of what? That which never dies and which doesn't have any kind of emotion like happiness or deep concern. So such kind of thing, what is that? They were trying to find out. And they called this indestructible being as a Atma, or they also called it as a Brahman. Every what we call body will have Atma, which is indestructible, or it is also called as a Brahman. So they were in search of this Atma and Brahman. And the understanding of Atma and Brahman are immortal, which immortality can be attained only with this. And in order to know the Atma, every being will have an Atma inside them. Okay, in order to know that, you need a deep penance. Penance in the sense meditation. So with this deep meditation or tapasya, which we call it as tapasya. Okay, with tapasya you can achieve or you can know the Atma. Through which is an indestructible one in this physical world. And there are other kind of munis and who are away from the ashram. They used to move from one place to another place. Generally, these munis like Yajnavalkya and Aruni, they were stagnated, they were leading a settled life in that ashram and finding answers for this. But there are other kind of people who used to go from one forest to another forest, from one place to another place, and they used to find answers for the questions. There were other seekers of truth who did not permanently live at a single place. They left their homes and wandered from one forest to another forest, from one village to another village. Hence, they were called as the Parivarajakas. What they are called as? Parivarajakas. They are called as Parivarajakas. So these Parivarajakas are, Parivarajaka means wanderer. Wanderer बोले तो एक जगह से दूसरे जगह को जो घूमते रहते, एक जगह पे नहीं रहते वो. ओके, बहुत सारे जगहों को घूमते रहते. They are called as wanderers and they doesn't lead a very settled life. And they are also bhikshus. They beg for the alms. Okay, mendicants, those who begged. And among these Parivarajakas, there are very famous people who had seeked truth. The people like Vardhaman Mahavira, a Parivarajaka like Vardhaman Mahavira. You know about Vardhaman Mahavira? Mahavira is one of the founder of Jainism. And Gautama Buddha is also one such Parivarajaka who is the founder of Buddhism. So about their famous answers we will see in the next class, children. For which question they seeked answer and they found answer, we will see in the next class. Thank you, children.